Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and thank you for joining me today. I am going to be getting started making some Christmas gifts for friends and family, and wanted to invite you to come along with me. The first thing we're going to do is going to be for my son and his wife, my daughter-in-law, and it's going to be for their home. And it's inspired by this. So let me tell you the story and then we'll do it real quick. Okay, so if you've followed me on DiyDreaming for any length of time, you've undoubtedly seen this piece of art on my fireplace, on the hearth, on the mantle. It says, "Families are forever." It was made, it's like one of those crewel, or I don't know what that stitching is called. It says "Families are forever." It was made by my stepmother long before my father passed away, and I loved it so much. It was framed in a green frame, so it was kind of out of style, so I brought it home with me and changed the frame and changed the way it was laid out, and I absolutely love this. It's like one of my very favorite things in the house. So maybe 6 months ago, the owner of Magnolia asked me to send her pictures of this piece of art, and she did this stencil, which is inspired by this "Families are forever." Even has the flowers on either corner. You'll be able to see the design better once I get it on something. Here's one thing I've already made with it. "Families are forever." I was just fooling around with that. So I'm making this sign for my son and daughter-in-law's house. It's going to be very neutral with black chalk paste, and then I'm going to do another for her parents' lake home. That's going to be very neutral, but I think with a dark navy blue writing. And we'll see how long I can stand it before I actually give them this project. So let me set this right here. Okay. And I'm going to be making it on this, which is called a double-sided wood box frame. It's 15 by 15. This is from MagnoliaDIY.com. I'm not sure if they still have these or not, but all their wood surfaces are very nice. You could actually use something smaller. I think this is going to be lovely, either on their entry table, hanging up upstairs in the hall, on their mantle, whatever. So let's do this one, and then we'll do this. Okay, so this design, because it's not themed for any holiday, it's just themed "Families are forever," I think it would make a great design for any kind of gift you might want to give somebody that is a family member, like a pillow, a tote bag, a sign, a tea towel, a wall hanging. There's just so many different things that you could do with it. Okay, let me grab my tacky towel. I have used this stencil design once before, but it's still pretty sticky, so this is a tacky towel, and the purpose of a tacky towel is just to make it so that your stencils in the beginning are just a little bit less sticky. And that way they don't pull up your paint or stretch when you're removing them. Okay, so let me do this other side once more. And then let's check. Is there there's no specific up or down with this boxed frame. Okay, I do want this to be centered though, so let me grab my ruler and we'll figure that out. What do you guys think about this idea? I bought these wood pieces, I don't know, several months ago, and I've made a few things for my house, some holiday things, but I bought it with these with the idea that I could make gifts with them. Okay, that's about 1.5. I'm not going to worry so much about the up and down. I just want it to be mostly centered here. Okay. So this is what that looked like. And like I said, I'm going to be using some black chalk paste. I want to keep this project very simple, so that the focus is on the beautiful design and also on what it says. Okay, let me move this out of my way. That's our next project. This is just coal black chalk paste. I'm just gonna put a couple big blobs on here. It's probably way too much. Or not enough, I don't know. It's hard to anticipate. And I'm going to push it through the holes of my stencil, not super hard. Make sure everything is covered, and then I will stop. And that's how you get a nice, crisp impression. That's also the #1 mistake that people make, is they're afraid that they didn't get everything covered, and so they'll go over and over and over their design, and when you do that, you end up pushing too much of your medium through the holes in your stencil, and it can look blurry. Okay, so right now I'm just grabbing the big blobs, and we're going to take a little peek, and I'm going to clean off my hands also, because of course I've gotten my finger in my chalk paste, and I don't want to get that all over everything. So this is what it looks like. Let's have a little peek. Lift a corner. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so beautiful. And I hope it will be an heirloom, a family heirloom for them as well. Oh my goodness, you guys, look how beautiful that is. Okay, I'm going to throw this in my tub of water. And I'll be right there. And I'll hold it up and show you what it looks like. Families are forever. I will get pictures so that the print is going the correct direction, and I'll plop those down here in the comments. Do you think they're going to like it? I do. It's beautiful. I love the simplicity of that. Okay, where can I put it? Let's start right here. And next up, what I want to show you is this other design. Oh my word, you guys, look at my hands. Hang on. I'm such a messy crafter. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is this design right here that says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I believe this is Philippians 4:12 or something like that. I'll look it up. This is a great verse. And this could be made also into a ton of different gifts for a loved one's home or a friend, or if you are in a Bible study, a women's group, anything like that, you could do something lovely. And this afternoon I was playing around with it, and I had this little chalkboard, and I just used some white chalk paste, and look how fabulous that turned out. So this is a great design if you want to make some Christmas gifts as well. All right, and what I'm going to do right now, this is a, what is this brand? Gildan t-shirt that came from Walmart. No, not Walmart. From Michael's, I think. And I'm just going to throw a paper towel in between the front and the back. You could also do a piece of cardboard, or you could do the, Magnolia has a sticky mat. It's called an inking mat, and it comes in several different sizes that you could use that too. I have always just used paper towels. Okay, and I'm going to also use my handy dandy, these are back in stock. This is for making t-shirts. It helps you get your design centered, and it also helps you to know how far down your the design should start. Okay, and this is a vertical design, so I'm probably going to even move it up just a little bit higher because I don't want the words to be clear down here. This little gift is going to be for me. I don't know if you're like me, but I find that the best Christmas gifts to buy or make are the Christmas gifts that I make for myself. Okay, I've used this a couple of times, and this is fabric. So I am not going to fuzz it. And let's see, where did I put my ruler? It's here somewhere. Here it is. Let's just take a quick little peek. Yeah, close enough. Love, love, love this design. For this, I'm using white ink, which is my preferred look for stenciling on these bold and bright color t-shirts. I like to just use white ink. I may come back later and do something fun on the sleeves. I don't know. But I think this is going to be fabulous. And it was great on that chalkboard, wasn't it? So I see lots of people on. Tell me in the comments if you are going to make Christmas gifts for anyone this year. I definitely am. I love making Christmas gifts. I'm just getting my ink on here, and then same rules apply to this as what I just did. You want to get your ink or your medium, whatever it is. Ink is what you would use for fabric. You want to get it on your project, push it through the holes, and then force yourself to stop so that you don't either go outside of the lines or accidentally end up pushing too much of the medium through the holes in your stencil. Okay, I'm just picking up the spots where it's really thick. All right, let's peek. This is an awesome design. Oh my gosh. Okay, I do see a spot right here. Yeah, I wasn't quite pressing hard enough. Let's look them up above. Looks great. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'll throw this in my tub. When I'm done with this video, I will go straight out to my kitchen. I'll wash those in cool water, and then I will lay them out with the sticky side up on my counter to dry for a couple of hours, and then I'll put them back on the backing sheet. So what do you guys think? Isn't that fabulous? And I will get close-up pictures of everything. So let me just show you what the other project was. You can pick up great chalkboards that can either be propped up somewhere on a mantle, on a bookshelf, on a kitchen counter, or hung. You can get great stuff like this at any home decor. You can find stuff like this at Goodwill. You may have some stuff like this. I just had this kicking around in my closet. And then you would just need some chalk paste for this project and ink for this one. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. And then this one, Families Are Forever. It is going to be going to my son and daughter-in-law. Probably as an early Christmas present. And it was, the stencil design was inspired by this family heirloom that I have had for at least 15 years. And it is always on the mantle in our family room. So that is what we did here. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Let me know if you would like the links. I probably will go ahead and drop the link for this I Can Do All Things stencil and the Families Are Forever. Plus, I'll do one for chalk paste and I'll do one for ink. I'll probably drop those here in the comments in the first comment. Yeah, I know the camera is not turned to read. That was somebody's comment. That is because it's a Facebook issue. So when I save this video, before I re-stream it, I can flip it around so the words are right. But when I'm doing the first original recording, I can't do anything about that. I'm very sorry. I know it's aggravating. It's even more aggravating to me than it probably is to you. But anyways, do a this or a this. Feel free to sprinkle. Let me know if you want links. You can just pop down to the links to look for those. And I will see you tomorrow for something, I don't know what, possibly another Christmas gift idea. All right, have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day.